Nestled on the banks of the Hudson River, Michie Stadium. It will play host to some of the nation's finest today and another thrilling edition of Army football. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Army Black Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Knights will put total leather to crank us up. Fair catch, called for and made. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to go for a big one. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Now the play fake. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 45, on his way. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Really good looking run. And when you play Army, you know these guys offensively, they are always so dialed into their rushing attack. Everybody understands their assignment and responsibility. It doesn't matter if they're running the option. It doesn't matter if they're doing it out of the spread. They know who they need to block. And as a defense, you better limit your mental errors, or you're going to have a hard time slowing this rushing attack down.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll do it himself. Running with power. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Quarterback keeps it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. Unleashes one. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Out of the gun, the give to the back. At the 35, he's open. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Let him bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. He's off to the races. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. North Carolina went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Tar Heels ever do that? It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. To the ground with the back. And the Black Knights get it past the sticks.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Goes to the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The give to the back. Smashes through. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Quarterback on the keeper.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. I understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Quarterback extends the play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Dumps it to the back. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Army! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He leaves it with the back. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Army 14, Colorado 7.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
The Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buffs! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading.
And the pass hits, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on 4th down. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that 4th down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little extra time. Had to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's caught. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
Open space at the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. He now has 108 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Slams it ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by 7 over Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's loose. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
They'll give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Can't get him to the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Scrambling away. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Black Knights are marching down the field. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Makes the grab. It's Vincent. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss. stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point splits the uprights. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Here's the handoff. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside give. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he's going to run it back. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. He's going to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Buffaloes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Strong, firm tackle.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on 3rd. Got his man quickly. The Black Knights get enough for the first down. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
The sure hands, it's Finley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Bulldozes his way through. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. If they give up another run right there for a first down, someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Get set, get set.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Army! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense is so difficult to stop, especially in this area of the field, because of this QB's running ability, whether it's between the tackles or on the perimeter, on designed QB runs. They show it right there.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. UTEP is down right now inside the Sun Bowl, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in El Paso. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Sam Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Fighting off the defender. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line.
Unloads it downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Buffs! And that one will give him the lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
They'll run the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Colorado! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
First and 10.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to throw it again. Blasted as he lets it go. This time on target. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback, surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Feeling some heat. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll be brought down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Colorado 42, Army 28.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Motion from the offense. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Calls his own number. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Coming up.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback will audible. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
They go to the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He has the first and still on his feet. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
The Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Give to the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They're testing the right side here. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep